Good morning, all of you. Welcome back to our online class. Today, we are going to learn a new chapter. The name of the chapter is The Summit Within. This is the fifth chapter from our textbook. So, this is about the story how the first expedition to the Mount Everest, India's first expedition to Mount Everest in 1965. So before 1965, Indian Army two times tried to climb the Mount Everest, but both were unsuccessful attempts. And finally, in 1965, it was success. In that, one of the captain, Major HPS Aluwalia, he remembers this one and he explains in his own words how it feels. Okay, so let's start the story. Of all the emotions which surged through me as I stood on the summit of Everest, looking over miles of panorama below us, the dominant one I think was humility. So they climbed over the mountain and he was standing over the summit then he was watching around and he was seeing a beautiful scenery around it. The physical in me seemed to say, thank God it's all over. However, instead of being jubilant, there was a tink of sadness. So panorama is meaning is given the view of a wide area. So jubilant, very happy because of success. Tinji means a shade. So physically he was feeling very happy. He was wanted to say thank you, thank God, it's all over. But instead of being very happy because of success, instead of being jubilant, there was a shade of sadness. Was it because I had already done the ultimate in climbing and there would be nothing higher to climb and all roads hereafter would lead down? So he didn't understand. Was it because he already completed the high or reached the highest mountain? That means he reached the highest position. And after that, he doesn't have to, he can't go upwards. He can't go higher than this. And now he understood that now onwards all the roads are going down, not upward. So he doesn't know, is that because I'm feeling sadness? By climbing the summit of Everest, you are overwhelmed by a deep sense of joy and thankfulness. It's a joy which lasts a lifetime. So if you climb the Mount Everest, so there will be overwhelmed happy and thankfulness. The experience changes you completely. The experience that when you climb the Mount Everest, that experience changed you completely. The man who has been to the mountains is never the same again. So one person, if he climb the mountains, then definitely there will be a change in his life. That is, he will not be the same again. As I look back at life after climbing Everest, I cannot help remarking about the other summit, the summit of mind. So after climbing the Mount Everest, so he cannot help remarking about the other summit. What is other summit? The summit of the mind, no less formidable and no easier to climb. So not the summit of the mind, that also very difficult to climb. It is not that much easy. So if you climb the Mount Everest, that much difficult is that to control the mind. That is at the summit of the mind. That means to control our mind. To have a control over our own mind. Even when getting down from the summit, once the physical exhaustion had gone, exhaustion means fatigue or tiredness, I began asking myself the question why I had climbed Everest. Why did the act of reaching the summit have such a hold on my imagination? It was already a thing of the past, something done yesterday. With every passing day, it would become more remote. And then, what would remain? Would my memories fade slowly away? So he was thinking, what will happen every day? So when he was climbing down, he thinks, yes, I have climbed the Mount Everest. That was yesterday. It's a thing of past that happened in the past. So he thought it may be faded. The memory may be faded. He thinks maybe I will slowly the memories will fade away. All these thoughts led me to question myself as to why people climb mountains. Then he thought why. He started questioning himself why the people are climbing the mountains. It is not easy to answer the question. So it's very difficult question. It's not that much easy to answer the question. The simplest answer would be as others have said because it is there. So simple answer for why the people climb mountains because it is there. The mountain is there. That's why people are climbing it. It presents great difficulties. Man takes delight in overcoming obstacles. So the mountains it brings a lot of difficulties, and man we will be very happy when they are overcoming the obstacles, when they are overcoming the struggles. The obstacles in climbing a mountain are physical, so it's act of physical action. A climb to a summit means endurance, persistence, and willpower. So to climb a summit means endurance, persistence, and willpower. The demonstration of these physical qualities is no doubt exhilarating, as it was for me also. Exhilarating, very exciting. I have a more personal answer to the question. From my childhood, I have been attracted by mountains. I had been miserable, lost when away from mountains, in the plains. Mountains are nature at its best. Their beauty and majesty pose a great challenge. And like many, I believe that mountains are a means of communion with God. Communion means a state or feeling of close relationship. So when he was away from the mountains, from childhood he likes the mountains. He was attracted by the mountains. So when he was away from the mountains, he feel lost and miserable, and he thinks mountains are the nature at its best, and he likes the beauty and majesty, and he believed that mountains are a close relationship to the God. Once having granted this, the question remains, why Everest? So he wanted to know why Everest, why people choose to climb Mount Everest. Because it is the highest, the mightiest, and has defied many previous attempts. So it is because this is the highest mountain. It's the mightiest, very huge and big, and defied. Defied means frustrated or resisted. So many previous attempts were restricted. Many unsuccessful attempts were there to climb the Mount Everest. It takes the last ounce of one's energy. So if you climb the Mount Everest, you need the last ounce of your energy. That means you will be that much tired. You should take complete energy. It is a brutal struggle with rock and ice. Brutal, very dangerous. Once taken up, it cannot be given up halfway, even when one's life is at stake. So if you once started, you cannot go back. The passage back is as difficult as the passage onwards. So to go up and to how you are feeling when you are climbing up, the same difficulties there you go when you are going down. And then when summit is climbed, there is the acceleration. Acceleration meaning is already explained there, very exciting. The joy of having done something, the sense of a battle fought and won. There is a feeling of victory and happiness. So once you have climbed the Mount Everest, then the feeling of success, the victory and happiness, the feeling that you won the battle, you fought a battle and you won it. So that feeling will be there. So I think let's finish this one here. Today we can finish it here. If you have any doubts about this part, you can ask me. Some more is there that we can take in the next class. Okay. So here till this one, if you have any doubts, you can ask it in the comment box. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.